Hi everyone, I'm back with the third episode of Public Speaking Practice. And before we begin with the topic, I want to request you one thing. If you find my videos helpful for your public speaking and your English practice as well, so please do subscribe and like my channel. Let's begin with the topic. From the mountains we rise. Ladies and gentlemen, where I come from. The mountain that don't just stand tall, but they teach you how to stand. Yes, I come from Nepal, a land where the air is thin but the dreams are high. As a child, I used to believe one simple thing: if you can see the mountain, you can reach the top. But the life is not that simple. Because sometimes, before you climb the mountain, you must first climb your own doubts. I remember for the first time when I left my home. New country, new language, new people, and the confidence. I packed it, but somehow it never arrived. I stood in a room where I understand nothing. I made a sentence that made sense only to me. And most of the time I stayed silent, not because I had nothing to say, but I was afraid. Afraid of making mistakes, afraid of being judged, afraid of not being enough. And suddenly I remember where I come from. A country that has faced earthquakes and still stands unshaken. A country where the people don't give up, even when ground beneath them does. Something very powerful I realize. If my country can rise even after being shaken, why I can't? So I started small. One sentence at a time, one conversation at a time, one mistake at a time. Yes, I did lots of mistakes. Some are so funny even I laughed later. But those mistakes are my step. And those steps are became my strength. My dear friends, we all are come from somewhere else. Maybe not from the mountains, but from the struggles. Maybe not from the Nepal, but from the stories that shaped us. And your stories are not your weakness. This is your power. Never be ashamed of your journey. Never be ashamed of your accent. Never be ashamed of where you come from. Because your story is what makes you unforgettable. And today, I stand here not as someone perfect, but as someone who refused to give up. As someone who carried his struggle, his roots, and his things with pride. So, wherever life takes you, no matter how far you go, never forget where you come from. And today, I can proudly say that yes, I come from Nepal, a land of mountains. And today, I don't just stand here, I rise. Jai Nepal. Thank you.